light a flame. I'm also to... Oh. Hang tight. Guys, knew a reading was happening because the dog started drinking water. My brother came home early. Gets lit. Just lit. It was quiet before that. It was quiet. Dog's probably gonna start crying now. Biscuit's here. Thank goodness Biscuit's here. Come here, Biscuit Boo. Hi. Hi, Biscuit. Where do you wanna go? Where do you wanna go, my boo? Here? Why are you going up there? Okay. Gonna check it out. Now, let's expand off that. And guys, I've even been scribing, so it's great to see this card here because all of a sudden I was called to scribe, and we're gonna share that information here soon, so stay tuned as well. Now, let's just see what's happening. I feel called to get some information right off the bat. Just get a little bit of tarot. And I wanted to do a mirror reading to see how the masculine and feminine are mirroring each other and see how this transformation is taking place. This metamorphosis is taking place. We're all going to come out of our chrysalises and cocoons, and we're going to fly off to where we need to go. As we raise our vibration, you know what? They just showed me the kingfisher, and there's the kingfisher. And the two of vessels. There it is. It's confirmed. We're coming together. Max is having a drink still, guys. Masculine truths are allowing us to come together. But a decision has to be made. A decision that's going to activate forward momentum. And it's a decision with the Father. We're going to create forward momentum through the earth by creating a new here with the wheel. This is what we've been doing. Look, we built a new sweater. And it's activating our manifestations with the Father because we have restored truth with the masculine. This is part of the elevation. The kingfisher, guys, if you're called, look into the kingfisher. And it's attracting us back together. Everything we discussed in channeled messages. And look, we're filling those two cups now. We're filling these two cups. So we've each filled our own cup, and that's been represented here in the Five of Cups. But we let go of everything else. And this is where we heal from our lack of with the earth, and we're going to use instructions from the masculine in order to hit our mark and hit our aim. And something is happening between now and Sagittarius season, and it's connected to love. The Page of Vessels is here, the Otter is here, and the Knight of Arrows, Hawk. And this is connected to how we're going to hit our mark and hit our aim. And the Green Man. We've expanded with the masculine. But how are we expanding with the masculine, guys? We're having a transition. That's our connection to the Six of Arrows. We need to move away from what's no longer serving us in the element of air with this hack of the mind. So we have to understand this is about high vibe thoughts and our connected thoughts to the Creator and what's natural. Natural patterning. Not this blip, this hack that's hack the element of air that's connected to the inorganic ones, the evil forces dominating the planet. We're trying to dominate the planet because they're not even dominating the planet anymore. That's why we're at where we're at. And we need to honor that too. We can't be afraid of that. That's why many of us are facing the death template again. So we're just not afraid. This is activating us to face fears at a whole other level and shift more from the 5D and beyond into the 3D, and from the 3D and beyond into the 5D. And that's what's really happening. Okay? Now, the grandest part of this vision, and it wasn't a coincidence that I was not called to speak about it till now, was after the flower that was plugged into the globe and connected to the earth activated with a positive and negative tetrahedron after it begun spinning counterclockwise, and then it turned into the lighthouse with the 3D activation of the Merkaba and began spinning around counterclockwise. I saw the divine feminine rise from the lower worlds into the upper worlds and expand. And she expanded with new wings, new heights, new elevation. She was the phoenix rising from the ashes. What was incredible is, even though it was represented that I was on the earth, I could look within her eyes. I could see her eye to eye. Guys, this is lit. And it's connected to the Three of Vessels, joy. This is where we honored the connection. They're the new connection that we had to build from the disconnects from the old experiences that we've had through other relationships and disconnections. And this is even with what is lower vibe, addictions to people, places, and things. So we're going to hit our mark and hit our aim with the breath of life. And this is connected to being determined, no longer dull. So we're going to heal now with the masculine. We're going to heal with the masculine through the earth with the activation of the green man. And we're going to protect life here. And in doing so, we're going to mourn what we've lost. And then we expand with the sun, literally, as we have activated empowerment as we hit our mark and hit our aim. And we're doing that with the King of Fire. And there it is, the Six of Vessels, reunion. And this reunion is happening through the foundation of life and the pole star, which is the North Star. And guys, this is healing from boredom. This is healing from feeding into the hack, what's lower vibrational, what's not in our greater good. And that's connected to the three of arrows, betrayal, jealousy, our pain. But we know our pain body is the activation of our light body. All right, guys. I am not feeling called to do mirror reading. I'm feeling called to expand off this, and we will have a mirror reading soon. But something is expanding, and I'm being called to go to the Patch Tarot. Now, when I do this mirror reading, it's going to be connected to the time we're in through heaven and earth. Oh, look at that, the King of Wands. Oh, guys, I'm all over the place. So, we're going to release what's no longer in need, and we're going to embrace what we need to embrace. We're connecting to the all. We're working with Pisces, okay? We're working with the 12th house, and this is going to allow us to change. That's what we're doing here. And shift. And we're about to shift through the earth. And when we shift through the earth, that's going to activate our truths at a whole new level, and we evolve. Evolution, right here, guys. This is where we begin rising and evolve the species. We activate the healing. Let's confirm it. Guys, I hope that you guys can see the light of a course. This whole reading just feels completely off. But there's a reason for that, guys. There's a reason. I'm still being called to go through it, to continue on. So we're going to continue to work and shift through it. Okay, guys, let's confirm it. This has to do with the Prince of Discs and expanding through the earth with the 13 spheres of knowledge, and we do it. We expand. This is connected to the picture I drew. And allowing the masculine to move forward with spirit, expressing love, and the feminine to express her truths creatively. And what's going to happen is these truths will be fertilized. And then they're just gonna light it up, guys. We're gonna light it up around here, literally with our light. We are the chosen ones, and we have a humble charge. There's no ego in this, okay? And if you're really doing the work, there is no ego in this. There's power behind those words so that the masculine can activate that much deeper, that much further. This isn't about ego. This is high vibed. And knowing the difference. And honoring your truth. Honoring what you resonate with. Honoring what's happening in your divine expansion. And we will activate with the light. We're going to heal with the light. What has happened in our Three of Swords situation? Jealousy, betrayal, pain. And we're going to transmute it through the earth, and we're going to create peace. And that's why we need to do more solar plexus healing and work with our sacral chakra with a recalibration to the earth with our root and the earth star, because we need to clear out this hack of the mind and restore balance in order so we don't no longer abuse our power. We're no longer going to abuse our power. We're going to create with integrity of the light. We're going to be noble. We're going to do what's right. We're going to work with light. This is prism energy here. We're transmuting, and it's taking us home. And our connection to home and going home is connected to our levitation, wish fulfillment, expanding with the mother, baby. We've let it all go here. We are in the flow, and there it is. We're lit, and we expand with the sun. From the heavens to the earth, through us we shall expand, and we achieve our growth. And we're achieving our growth. All right. Oh, I didn't take this card out. Well, surprise, surprise. This has to do, we're going from pain to pleasure. Energy of the opposites coming together in order to create the whole. And we're going to go from extreme pain to extreme pleasure through the balancing of our karmic scales. Working with the Earth Mother. Making it right with the Earth, through the Earth, with the Earth. Queen of Discs is here. She's helping us to no longer be in battle with self. We're going to allow self to activate and restore purpose. And we're going to restore purpose, of course, with the sword. We need that sword. And that sword is going to allow the masculine to move forth. Lit. Lit with the Father, guys. We took our power back. We activated. We activated. And Scorpio is really helping us to activate through the earth and see the fog. Confirmation right there from those birds in the universe. We're going to have victory. We're going to have victory through the earth with the Mother. The Queen of Pentacles is here again. This is our victory. We're being supported. We're not dependent. We're in support. We're not dependent on what's lower vibrational and this hack and feeding our impulses. We're supporting with the earth. We're cultivating with the earth. This is connected to the Taurus. So now we have material gain through the earth, and we understand what that is. This is working with the Nine of Pentacles in the Garden of Venus, and that's restoring our connection with the King of Cups. There it is. Scorpio, baby. The masculine's here to help us nurture and activate and build our actual wealth. Here, what is of wealth? We had to walk away what's not. What the hack convinced us is wealth. We had to activate true wealth. We went back to our mother. And it's love. It's time to honor the feminine, guys. It's time to honor the feminine. The feminine is our connection to the phoenix rising from the ashes. There's the Queen of Swords, and we're going to find strength. And that's allowing us to work with the Queen of Wands and heal from our Five of Wands charge. And this is transmuting what we talked about in the vision of the bathtub, where the evil forces, life force energy was blown out by that kiss from La Luna. Okay, guys, what's being activated here? We know it's transformation time. We're going to the transformation oracle. Oh gosh, there's two cards that just fell over. Let's see what they are. Intuition and direction. So intuition here, we're using the mother, just like what happened in the bathroom, in the bathtub with me, as I shared those visions. And scribing down what happens as we work with the mother, and that's going to change our direction. And that's exactly what's happened here today. And honoring this. Yeah. That card just flipped over on top there, and there's one more card in here. What is it connected to? A renovation. We're having a renovation with our soul, with spirit, with ourself, with our place here in this world, with what we came here to do. With the Father, with the fire. And Scorpio is activating that with our rebirth. And we're going to come together and be true self. We're not going to be the self that we were told to be here. We're going to be our true authentic self, and that's going to change our perspective. And we're going to begin quickening what we are manifesting with the earth as we work with the Father with a whole new strategy. And this strategy is connected to love and the reflections of love with the Father. But we must surrender with the Mother. And this is having active dialogue with the divine. We know prayer is for speaking, meditation for listening. We do so, and we have a resolution. And it's working with our creativity, and we emerge. We're going to emerge. And as we emerge with our new divine universes that we've been cultivating from within to without, and all of this purging and expansion work, we are no longer going to be tempted by the past and what's lower vibrational and the things that we were addicted to, the things that were not for our greatest good. And we're going to celebrate this. And we're initiated here, guys. Wake up to a new start. Rebirth. We return to new life after a period of loss and numbness. What was dormant now awakens. Our heart was broken. We suffered a loss. Daily stress overwhelmed us, and we shut down emotionally. It felt like part of us died. That pain, pressure, and chaos was too great, so we buried our feelings. We gave up hope, daydreamed aimlessly, or stumbled in despair until now. Time heals all wounds. Spring always returns. The emotional winter felt unbearable, long and harsh. Not everything will survive. We may be unable to awaken old dreams or resume abandoned relationships. Some projects are lost, and that's what we had to see here. Friendships neglected too long may perish, but we can thaw out our feelings and start again. We redo our online profile, change our style, take another photo, or get off online. Guys, I felt called to say that. Take another photo and begin dating or job hunting again. For some people, a vacation or retirement brings much needed rejuvenation and a second chance at life. We have changed, and so has the world. It's time to live again. Life can and will be different than before. We all need renewal, a fresh start, and a chance to come back again after a long, difficult season. We are reborn. And this is what's happening. This is the time we're in, and it's connected to element of fire, number 11, and the beginning. And the artwork is those sheltering arms. And guys, we're feeling that. We're feeling that. And remember, we're having an ending to begin again. And that's what's happening all the which way around. And if you're not with your counterpart, but you're feeling called into a relationship that you feel a connection and it's of love, it's for a reason. We know love is for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And it's about the whole experience. And many of us didn't come here to just love one person. We came here to love a multitude of people, to understand our multidimensionality. All the pieces of self coming together. Now, I feel called to get one last message from the Prism Oracle and see what chakras we are working with in order to have this rebirth that's connected to our renovation and our emergence. And we're going to do it with creativity. From what is being reflected to us of truth, from within to without and without to within. Do you see the heart chakra activation? And it's look at her looking at herself in the mirror right now in order to understand this. It's like, we're stepping away to, we remember the artificial matrix is connected to technology. And many of us are being called to step away from artificial technology for this reason. Like, they want to merge our minds with AI. And then they want to own our minds. And we're not going to allow that to happen. That's what the end game is all about here. And then they think they're going to control us. No, that's why we're here, guys. That's why we're here. Because we can't be controlled. And we, Starseeds, understand destruction in order to activate creation, and how creation activates destruction of what's gotta go. And that's what we came here to do. I know I've shut off social media. I've been called to do so. Hello, Spirit. Of course, we're activating peace, and we're going to have success and expand our consciousness. And this is going to lead us to our abundance as we heal from frustration and restore confidence. And what is this after all? It's all about balance. That's what's happening in as we're reflected. This is connected to the Two of Cups. And what are we achieving? We're achieving balance. That's what this was all about. So guys, this is going to allow us to heal from anxiety and disruption, and we're going to gain strength, okay? But this is being honored through rest right now. This is being honored through rest. That's where the magic is. We're going to have an idea when we rest. We're going to have an idea. White. Viewed one way, white may seem like the absence of color, but white light is actually all colors blended together. It can be seen as calming, or when perceived as absence, nothingness, and emptiness. Too much white can seem cold and sterile. White is often associated with peace and is also used to symbolize surrender. In India, white is often worn in funerary services, and in China, it is considered the color of mourning. In addition, the color white is sometimes used to help find clarity in magical workings and spellcraft, and that's what we're finding clarity, and that is connected to peace. When shining light Through a prism, all the colors are revealed in a rainbow. White light is the combination of every color within the visible spectrum working harmoniously together. When this card is drawn, it is an invitation to bring a sense of peace into your life. This may come to you after a period of turmoil as a sign of healing. Or you may find it when the mind is quieted during a simple meditation, or when you are taking a moment to just stop and reflect. That's why we need rest. Open up your heart and let peace come to you. Accept this gentle offering of healing and stillness. And this is going to allow us to celebrate. This is going to allow us to come together in a whole new high-vibed way, guys. Love, light, and healing energy sent your way to create today. And peace, guys. Peace. I'm sending you peace. Peace to heal from the fear, the suffering, the torment, the pain. I'm wishing you all peace as I send you love. And we'll heal, harmonize, and raise the vibrations together. I love you all. Until next time when we expand. Take care.